What up, guys? It's your boy Ray Sabbath. He's on the file server. We're going to be playing Satisfactory, Season 1, Episode 26. So last episode, we finalized the blueprints over here. Oh, it's snowing now. And, we are going to... let's go. I have an idea to build a... Oh my shit. I'm going to build a ginormous coal-fired power plant. And I literally just thought about this right now. So, I have two options. But before I go into those two options, I want to mention this. So this is where I need to stop mumbling. I'm so sorry. This is where we are going to be building the power plant. And our capacity is going to be an estimated 4.5 gigawatts. However, I have an idea. What if I place mining machines right here? What if I place mining machines right here? And I carry... There's 3 coal mines right here. I think there's actually even a normal one. What if we carry the coal from here and combine it with the coal here? We could produce an estimated 9 gigawatts. Do you know how much power that would have? The good thing is, if I want to use the coal for my purposes, I can immediately just remove it. Hello, viewer. Another thing we are now doing is, if you look over to the top right of the screen, we are actually making these smart plates. Now, there's a con. With my overclocked machine, I'm estimating that it's going to take a staggering, and I'm not kidding you, a staggering 4 hours to do. Give me a second. I need to change out my headset's battery. There it is. Oof. So much I hate to say this, I'm gonna try my top right. I don't know how successful I'll be. I want to go look at my other stream. Did I actually find 4 coal deposits? Because if I did, I might actually have to consider going. That failed miserably. So I'm going to use this beltway and I'm going to carry it up. So also, we have come up with a very, quote-unquote, in my opinion, ingenious idea. So now we can build what I like to call the Beltway Towers. And the Beltway Towers are going to assist in carrying resources, and I mean a lot of them over long distances. Also, we made a major step yesterday. I feel like yesterday's stream on Satisfactory was probably one of the best streams of the series I think I've had. If you guys don't know, I'm a little bit scared when it came into, you know, starting my steel production. Because I'm like, oh great, it's gonna get so hard. Which, I was sitting in my bed, like, talking to myself. I'm like, why am I scared of this shit? This is the point of the game. It's not gonna get easier from here, duh. Looks like I'm gonna have to... So, I think, honestly, instead of overclocking the coal machines, I'm just gonna make more. And it's gonna be more expensive, but I don't really want to go around collecting slugs today. So, yeah, it's gonna take a long time to get this done. But, the good thing is... Yeah, look how many are flowing out. We're getting 5 a minute, and look how much we have to go for. So we're going to take a long time to do this. Meanwhile, oh yeah, I'm going to actually switch this over to steel beams. So another thing I was nervous of is the fact that that I was like, oh no, these beams are going to be so expensive. Oh no. But, to my like the Mark III belts are going to be so expensive. Oh no. Well, guess what? Do you know how we build Mark III belts? We need steel beams, which are easier to produce. And we've actually found out that these steel beams are actually being manufactured way faster than your standard, what do you call it?
Milestone reached. By adding hypertube entrances at both ends of hypertubes, pioneers can achieve two-way travel between locations. They are also % safer than jump pads. You dreamed of moving across factories like valued resources, such as rocks and water, and Fix-It listened to your dreams. We watched them. We took extensive notes. Hypertubes. Because Fix-It makes pioneers' closely monitored dreams come true.
I've heard that people will, like, try to use these things, or a cannon. I'm so close to emptying my inventory and just shooting myself across the map. So apparently, these little guys, I've seen this on Let's Game It Out. You essentially, like... Actually, how many megawatts does this thing consume? It's probably like 50 billion megawatts. 10 megawatts, that's actually not that bad. I want to play with this for a second. Pardon me, chat. So, I plug this bad boy in, and then I go into it, and it shoots me out. Ah! Oh, shit! Can I go backwards? It looks like I can't go in unless I go right here. I just go... Haha! Oh, man! You know there's some busted-ass shit. I've heard you can do some busted-ass shit with this. I'm not trying to be like a person, like I'm joking here, obviously, but there's probably, you should not have, there's probably a good reason my autistic ass should not have the hypertube, but we got the hypertube, so we're gonna exploit this anyway. Hey, this game said to exploit the resources, so I'm just doing what Daddy Fix-It told me to. So, okay, so this junction. So, like, what makes me determine if, like, looks like I'm always gonna go off that end. How do I go out there? So if I take a left, what if I go into this hypertube? Will I take a left if I go through this hypertube? Wait, do you see that? I slowed down. I could slow down. What happens if I loop it around? Oh god. Oh, so I can like move. Okay, so I can press a square and it cycles me out. Okay. Oh my god. Do you realize the potential this has to be absolutely busted? Holy shit. What happens if I do this? Dude, there's so much potential in this. Am I getting faster? There is no way I'm getting faster. Wait. Wait a second. What happens? Okay, I just take this out. No way. Wait a second. You know where this is going, right? You know exactly. If anybody's watching this, you know exactly where this is going. So I can make a little chode hyper cannon. What if I line it up like... Wait, I think that's what... I think that's what's... I think that is what Let's Game It Out did. How many megawatts we got? Oh, we... Oh, shit. Look at that. Oh, shit. So what happens if we just make another entrance? Okay, like, how about a support, right? So we just take a support, and we just, like, cram it right here. So what happens if we take an entrance, and we cram it right here? Oh, wait, we can make it closer. We can make it closer. Okay, and then we take a hyper tube like this. Oh my god. And then we take this tube, and we, oh my gosh. Did we just make a freaking cannon? Okay, now actually take this. Oh. Right, so the entrance will be placed like right there. Oh my. Oh my gosh, you know exactly what's about to happen. my god. That was a 60-meter hit shot. I should not be doing this. You bet your ass a moment when I get a thing that lets you shoot humans through a frickin' tube. You bet your sweet ass I'm gonna turn it into a projectile cannon. Oh shit. That's fun. Hemp. Hello, viewer. Okay. So let me explain how this works. So a megawatt hour. That's how I'm actually a high voltage battery. I have a high voltage battery certificate. I know exactly how this works. So a megawatt hour can provide a 1 megawatt load for an hour. If it's a 2 megawatt load, then it provides that for 30 minutes. And if it's got 4 megawatts, a megawatt hour can provide that load for 15 minutes. So again, I have how much? I have 200 megawatt hour capacity. So I could run. Man, yeah, it doesn't take a while to charge, huh? Look at that, they're even sucking in air because sometimes these batteries, when they charge, they get very, very hot. Alright. Oh, look at that. I can see the battery monitor on all my power grid panels now. Okay, so a single, what do you call it? A single coal node will provide me with two, if it's pure. A Mark II miner will provide me with 250 coal a minute. Divide by 15, and we get 16 coal. 16 coal per thing. Or 16 generators can go to one pure node. Hold on, I need to do some more math. So we go here, the Miner Mark II can get 120 resources, so that's double. Oh, 15 megawatts. Damn, that's a heavy load right there. Okay, so it gets twice the materials out of the ground. So a pure node, instead of giving us 120 resources a minute, it'll give us 240 with that thing. That's pretty cool. But I can get 270. Oof. I don't know where I had 4.5 gigawatts. Let's see, 120 times 2.5. Oh, I can't get... The only problem is I can't get that megawattage out of that. I can get 3.6 meg... Ow. 3.6 gigawatt hours, or gigawatt capacity. So, we have 16 Mercer Spheres and 5 Summer Sloops. That's cool to know. Oh, I forgot. So, I can extract 240 coal a minute, which I can get that and put that into, divide by 15 a minute. I can get 16 coal generators times 75 megawatts, 1,200 megawatts per thing. I can probably get 1,275, but I'll take 1,200. And if we get 6 pure nodes, we get 7.2 gigawatts. That's great in my book. I think today I might start getting loads transferred to the site. Let's start cleaning out this tractor and getting the stuff ready to transport. I know the big issue with this is that we're going to need a lot, and I mean a metric ton of, what do you want to call those? We're going to need a lot of rotors for this. Let's see, so a single coal plant is going to require 10 of those. So we could either do that, or we have to do Alright, I know I'm going everywhere. I want to see. I think I actually scanned 4. Trying to look in and see if I swear I saw a normal node. Oh, I see my video. There are 4 nodes down there. There's a normal one and there's a pure one. You know what, guys? Hear me out. We can actually take a that normal one and we could charge it up to. We could literally power boost it. 120 times 2.5 is 300. We could actually completely charge up that one. Actually, wait. Let's say we get 240 coal a minute if we just plant a Mark II miner right there, right? It's going. We could transport 270, so that means that's 30 that we can't get if we charge it up completely, or what is it called? Overclock it to 270. So here's what I'm saying. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. That's 90 plus 90 plus, that's 180. That's 180. $270 minus 180. If we get 270 minus 180, we need 90 more coal to fit that thing. So if we take the... By the way, again, the good thing is that these pure nodes aren't always going to be permanently released or used. If we ever move on to nuclear power, we'll just simply take all the things off. So we have one right here. There's also one right here. There's also a pure one right here. But I think, honestly, with that the 6 pure ones and a normal would be great. Let's see. So if I have 30 bonus that I could get per node, and I have 66 nodes, I have 180. I have 180. Oh, wait, I already did that. 270 minus 180 is 90. I just literally said that. That's 90 coal per minute that we could use to get another one. That normal one is going to produce 120 base. So if we do 120, we can overclock to 2.5. We don't need that. 270 divided by 120, I think we can do. So 120 with a 2.25 times overclock will get 270. So that means that we can get less, about 60. Actually, what is 270 divided by 30? Okay. So we have pure nodes. We have 3 pure nodes on the crater site. We have 3 pure nodes on the pit site. So I'm going to call this the pit. Now this is the crater, and that's the pit. Now, a transportation of these materials looks like I went through here. I don't know how... It'd be expensive to build a rail here, but I think we can build up materials soon enough. We can either A, transport that coal off site, or B, actually we can do 18 times 15. Let's see, so 270, if we overclock those pure things to 270, divide that by 15 coal a minute times 75, we get 1300. Times 3, we get 4 gigawatts out of 3 of them. Times that by 2, we get 8,100 gigawatts. Or 8, I think, I wish it was 8,000 gigawatts. It'd be 8.1 gigawatt. And then, plus another 18 times 75. We get almost 9.5 gigawatts. Here's what I think we do. We overclock them just enough. Just enough. We're gonna need 1 power cell per pure node. I'm gonna start drawing on my whiteboard. Again, the good thing about this game is that while we're literally sitting and doing nothing, we have resources being manufactured. Okay. So we got pure, a pure, and a pure, a pure, a pure, and a normal. So the pure gets 100, a base of 240 per thing, because a normal is 2 times an impure, and a pure is 2 times a normal. The normal rate is 120 coal per minute. A pure is twice that, and that is 240 a minute. My belts can transfer 270, so I think it's fair that we put a power crystal in each one of the mining machines to boost it to that 270 max and get the most bang for my buck. Actually, I have an idea. What is 240? I'm about to say, don't power boost them, but then use the normal node to like even it out. Nah, we're gonna get as much as we want from each of them. So 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, and 120. So 240 times 6 plus 120, we're going to generate 1,500 coal a minute. Divide by 15 times 75. Again, hold on, no way. So 240 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again, plus 120. Divide by 15 times 75. And we get 7,800 megawatts. But, okay, so we overclock. We overclock each one of these to 270. Okay, so to overclock, so 270 divided by 240 is 1.25x. So I think this could be simplified to 112.5%. So that means it's about anything between 100 to from anything between 100 and 150 needs 1 cell. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power crystal cells. Now, again, we need 1 per Now, for the other one, the normal node, 270 divided by 120, we're going to need to increase that by 2.25 or 225%. So we're going to have to put 2 power crystals in. And we can do that. If it was 4, it'd be impossible. Now, we could actually technically crank the 240 a minute up to 480. However, we currently can only, and I mean only, pull 270 because of our current belt's efficiencies. We can move a max of 240. If we get better belts, we can easily make more power. I don't think there's any way to actually put a splitter on this. You might think, okay, some people may be like, okay, just put a splitter. Easy. But you have to connect the splitter and the miner to a belt, and that belt has a set rate. So no, we can't just split to a splitter. Although, if you were to say that, I like your thinking, but unfortunately, we're not going to get off. We're not going to cheese that easy. I'm so stupid. I didn't even know that this was a crafting bench. Bruh. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power cells. And we have 20. But I'm going to say those 20. I'm going to make them out of this. I could just use those 20. I don't know why I'm being so picky. So, so 270, right? We can get every single one of these to their full potential. So 270 times 7. And we divide this by 15. We can power 126 coal plants. Holy coal plants, Batman. And we multiply this by 75 megawatts, and we get 9.45 gigawatts. That 450 gigawatt, the 0.45 gigawatts is probably going to be spent putting water into the machines. So we need 126 coal plants. That is an enormous task to do. Which means, oh my gosh, 126. We're going to need a whopping 2,500 of those plates. The cable is easy. We already probably got all those cables from manufacturing them in the, what do you call it? Thing. Also, I know it's off topic. I just came from nowhere. I was thinking about something. You could technically make a nice little gateway. Okay. But there's one issue. I think the plates up there are being used, no, smart plating, yeah, I already moved those plates up there. Right now, we have 1,000 plates, so we're gonna need to make a lot more, and it's a good thing that we don't have a lot of Mark II belts. However, there is something interesting. What if we take the steel we have and we start replacing all those belts and getting a bunch of these plates back? We have 40% of the plates that we need. Another thing that I'm also knowing or thinking of is that the plant doesn't have to be necessarily built in a single day. It's probably going to take a week to build this thing. Now, anybody's saying, Race, why are you building such a big-ass power plant? What gives? Here's the reason. I'm going to build a quote-unquote large modular factory. And I'm going to need all the plates I can get. Actually, you know what? Here's the thing I can start doing right now. I could literally replace one of the belts. I can replace one of these belts with one thing. I can replace, so 120 coal a minute can travel. 120 resources a minute can travel from Mark II. Well, guess what, chat? 270. So 270 can travel with a Mark III. More than double. So one of the Mark IIIs can actually take the place. So I think, what if we start replacing all the this bottom belt with a Mark III. This is, yes, this is a resource-intensive thing. Like, yeah, I'm getting rid of all my beams. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't really want to manufacture any... I don't really want to sit down for 5 hours making another thing to make those reinforced plates, or making a spot to make those. It's honestly cheaper to me just to use the Mark IIIs. So whatever plates we have in my inventory, multiply that by 2, because there's another layer that we can remove right after we get done. Oh, and I have a lot of these. I have a lot of these steel beams left over, I guess. That's not terrible. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. I don't want to spend. I need all these beams. If I'm going to transport all the coal from here to here, I'm going to need a ton of these steel beams. Hello, viewers. But honestly, I need these plates. Hey, we can't... We're going to need a lot of those plates. And the thing is, I can manufacture the steel beams way faster than I can manufacture the reinforced plates. Is that a Mark II? That is a Mark II. Oh my gosh. We don't have like a materials to make a Mark II miner, do we? No, we don't. $60 plus 120. I'm like, oh, why is there spaces in it? Because I could get 30 more coal a minute left, but I'm not getting it. We have a lot of plating. We have this. That's 1,000 plates we just saved. We still have 200. We still have 500 of these steel beams. That's not terrible. That is not terrible. In fact, if I wanted to, I could make a double decker, but I'm not going to. I'm going to remove this. So. Oh, that's not 1,000. That's 500. So we're gonna save. We're gonna make back about 1,000. Remember, we need 2,500. We currently have 1,000 at that factory, and we're gonna make back another 1,000. So filling in that 500, or even going to replace more of those Mark IIs, I'm gonna make that back instantly. In fact, you know what? I say F it. I'm going to probably go back and rip up. Or I should say replace all of my, what do you call it? All the limestone conveyor belts. It's so satisfying to me that this one Mark III belt can hold as much as those 2 belts, plus a tad bit more. But we're gonna have to hurry back. We're probably gonna blow a fuse because this is only feeding one of the coal plant sides. Half the plants are not being fed now. They'll last a little bit with stored with reservoir of water and reservoir coal. But I need to quickly go there. I'm gonna take that one, the very first splitter. I'm gonna flip it 90 degrees clockwise. I'm gonna make it where it feeds in from the side. I know exactly how I'm gonna do this. See how it's choking? It's backing up. If we feed it in through the if we feed it in through both units, so let's go quickly do that because it's gonna run out of coal fast, especially this one right there because that one is overclocked. It burns twice the amount of coal it needs. Okay, let's do this quick. Did I do it? Yes, I did. That was a quick surgery, for lack of a better word. Dude, look at how cool this looks. Oh, look how fast it's going. So I guess it's like a, excuse me, by the way. I guess it's a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. So for example, one iron plate to build, for every iron plate it takes to build a Mark 1 rail, it's one reinforced iron plate to build a Mark 2, and then one steel beam to build a Mark 3. Even though that's not being used, I have still replaced it. So we need 315 more plates. And that shouldn't be too tough to build. My factory should easily go to that. By the way, the concrete we have is all backed up, so I really want to run it to a sink, but I'd have to expend my power, which I'm in the midst of doing, and yeah, the rest is history. Like, what is that? I think it was that one thing. Let's see, while we were gone. Yeah, look, we're making way more plates. We're fine. We have a lot. But we just gotta remember that if we build these big ass conveyor belt lines across this continent, that those beams will dry up fast. They will dry up very fast. Any buildup? Nope. This is processing 100% efficiently. Not really. Oh my god, 67. Stop. Hello, viewers. Okay, actually, all this plus this. We need 68. We need 68 more iron plates. Reinforced iron plates. That's Not a lot. How much do we say? 2,500 flat? 2,520. So we actually need 100. We need 108 plates. That's not that bad. Next up, we need those rotors, the wires, the cables, which 30 times. We need 30 times. What is it? 30? No, yeah, 30 times 126. That's 3,780 cables, which, in my opinion, that sounds intimidating, but we produce a lot of cables. And I mean a lot of cables. I think we're actually full on cables, so providing the cables needed for this project will be it will not be hard. Another thing is the rotors. It needs 10 rotors per plant, and we need 1,260, just from my rough math. 1,260. So I think we have enough. We have roughly I want to say 2,800 of them. So we have materials. We just need to get those plates. The good thing is we could build the foundations to this factory and all that shit. Oh yeah, we're stuffed. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is 1,500. Let's see, doing math on my phone, we need, actually, no, this is 3,000. Because 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. So that number minus 3,000, and we need about 780 more. I think it's fair. You know, let's take all the cable, because we're getting more cable to put the power lines together. And that's not too bad, because here's the thing. We have literally 2 of those crates full of cables. So saying we don't have cables is straight up capping. Here's all the cables needed to build the plant. We're gonna need to make several trips to put this thing together. Hell, I don't even think about putting a hypertube, although that seems a bit expensive. Like, yeah, that is expensive. I can't. I wish I could though. Rotors. So rotors need 2,160, because that's 2,100. 216 times 10 is 2,160. We need 2,160 because we just put 100 rotors in there. 160. Now, let's say we need, after that we need about 2,000, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 stacks of rotors in there, which we're going to need about 22 stacks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we need 4 more stacks of rotors, and we got it. And you know what? Here's the thing, right? Is this project... We need 19, so we need 22. So we need to get... What? 3... Is this project ambitious? Yes. But I think I can do this. I think I can actually put this together. And here's the thing. 9 gigawatts could probably build us a big factory. So there's all the rotors that we need to actually make this happen. Now we need those plates. So 216 times 20, of course, is that. Give me a second, actually. Did I miss? I think I might have miscalculated. I got scared that we missed because I just miscalculated. So we need 2,500. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. So there's 1 by 2. That's 1,000, 2,000, 2,100, 200, 300, 400, 468. 2,468. We need about. We need really not even 100. Do we actually have any plates in here? Oh, we have smart plates though. I'll actually go and send those out. That's basically a minute of plates that we'll save. Who cares? Every minute counts, I guess. Now, you're going to see this, and you're going to say, oh, look at that! There's all those plates! But those plates are there specifically. That way, I can actually complete the mission. So we're going to leave them alone. I don't think the versatile frameworks need, I don't think the versatile frameworks need any plates. I think they need those modular frames. They don't, thank goodness. We need 12 times... Oh my gosh, that's 12,000 steel beams. But, let's worry not, because look at that. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to grind those beams. Holy shit. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,400. And 2,068. I say we personally go and start moving it now. If I'm going to build this project, we need to start acting now. The good thing is that... Look at that. Phase 2 of that is going to take a long time. That's going to take probably about 6 hours to do. So we have time. And you know what? Here's the thing. We should do this because this will prepare us for our next step in our journey on this game. Well, probably, I would be surprised if that actually gets done. I even have a load with me. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets done before I get my project done. So let's start hurrying now. Because I could expand my factory, but I'm very well thwarted on how much power I'm going to need. So we're going to need to stop this issue. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go top off on some coal, which I've put in some of these chests here. Take that, put the rest in there. And I'm going to take, let's go for cables first. We're just going to pack a nice batch of fuel. We should also probably throw in a bonus of concrete plates and wiring. Oh no, it wasn't one. It was 126 times 30. We need 3,000 cable. So there's 1, 2, 3, 3,000. There's that's enough cable. Plus we have some bonus cable to throw in. Hello, viewer. We have another stack of coal in there just in case. We have 2 stacks of coal. So You know what we should do? We should follow a thirds rule. A third of supply should be spent getting to our destination. A third of the supply should be spent getting back. And a third of the supply should be spent in emergencies. Kind of like how the thirds rule when they divers use it. Alright, so we got all those. Get all the rotors, and those will be stored in my inventory. I honestly think we should make every load count. So I'm going to pack my inventory with the rest of concrete. Get all that concrete, because we're going to need a lot of it when we actually are building this project. So again, right now, hello viewer. Hello. I don't know why I said that hello twice. Right now, we are locked in progression because we cannot do anything more because of the fact that we have to fill the space elevator. So right now, we're packed with all the rotors, cables, and a bit of concrete we need. So we're gonna go transport that to the Crater Lake site, which I'm gonna call it the Crater Lake Coal Generating Station. Again, I'm not gonna lie, this project is ambitious, and this project is gonna be expensive. You know what? I bet here's what's gonna happen. I might switch to coal. Literally, I might switch to another power source after this. But you know what? If I can get 9 gigawatts of power capacity, that will expand my manufacturing portfolio 9-fold. I'm operating on literally less than a gigawatt right now. Also, okay, yeah. I'm gonna take the cave. I'm gonna go take the cave over there. Also, it's 3:50 and I have to leave in about 40 minutes to go to work. Hello, viewer. I didn't even consider using, I did not even consider taking the resources needed to make a miner Mark II, but I'm not going to worry about that because we're going to have to make multiple trips to this facility in the first place. So, we don't have to worry. Although, another thing I really should start doing is establish a really known route. Actually, I remember, okay. If I actually go down here, there's a cave, and it goes to the other side, right to the base of where it goes up. I remember exploring over here with this tractor. There's a cave that goes right to the, like, quote-unquote, like, land ramp needed to go to the Crater Lakes. Also, by the way, there's some coal down here. I don't know if I'm gonna use the coal down here. There is a lot of coal down here. Oops, sorry for voice crack. I could expand power, but... Oh, shit! I'm just realizing, look at this. These coal veins are right here. Now, keep these coal veins in the back of your head. So we're going in here, and it looks like, oh, why are we going caving? Yes, we're going caving, but trust me, this is where we need to... I don't know, this is going to be where we need to go to the power plant. The power lines, I'm thinking about routing over. I like the big ones. Maybe I should use the little ones down here, but I don't care. I like the big ones. They look cool. And then we just got, yep, that little shelf right there. That's where we go to the Crater Lake. So at least we found a way to get there very quickly. By the way, to the viewers watching this, I hope you are there's pillars. I hope you are having a very good day, and I hope you're having great holidays, whatever you celebrate. That's good. So we're going to use less than 100 coal to get there. So we can use that less than 100 coal to get back. And here's the thing. If we need to refuel, guess what? We have 3 coal veins that we can tap off of. Now last night, I actually built a little bridge over here. There it is. Look at this bridge. This bridge looks so cool. I'm so proud of myself for building this cool little bridge. See, we got cool little support pillars on it. It's not like an elaborate, beautiful looking ass bridge, but I'll take this. I will take it. Hello, viewer. Ah. So honestly, I think right here is a great great space to build the factory. It looks like if I hit their heads, they stun lock. Hold on, let me try this. I think it actually does work. We will have to deal with a little bit of some hostile fauna here. I hate that we can't get rid of this. It's okay, now we gotta decide where are we gonna position this bad boy at. Kind of stun locks him. I'm thinking maybe right here. Give me a second. It takes me a little bit to kind of plan these out. So a coal plant's roughly 3 tiles big. Two and a half. I say 3 and like a quarter. How big are these things? Ugh. They're about, I'd say 1 1/4 big. Yeah, these are 1 1/4 big. I'm gonna count that as 1 1/4. So if we make 9 of these, 9 times 1.25. Is 11. So I'm thinking about orienting. Let's see, like right here. 9 by 11 and a half. So this is 11. I think we should tack a couple blocks off here. 1, 2. Let's move it 5. Let's see what happens if we move it 5. Let's go 6, actually. This is 12. And each of them is like 3 1/4. Again, we could either do... we could overclock them, but I don't know if I'm really willing to overclock. And you know what? The good thing is if we build multiple of them, we can overclock those if we need to expand. That's a good idea, actually. So each of these are going to consume a whopping 45 cubic meters of water a minute. So a single cell, I'm going to call them just going to be 3... Oh my gosh, hold on. Give me a second. There's going to be 18. We're going to have to stack. We're going to have to stack. We actually might have to stack. So this... Oh my gosh. This is nuts. Ow. That's 1 cell, and we need 7. We're gonna have to stack like a mofo, unless we do the power cell method. One, 2, 6 divided by 2.5. We need 50 of them. So if we had, so 270 times 7 divided by 30 instead, we need 63 plants. think we might have to go for like an 8 by 12. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. How much coal generators do you want to build? Not that many. I want to build like... I was going to plan for 126, but honestly, I might have to do... Oh, god damn. Times 3. That... Oh, yeah, we can't. I'm not going to build all these, I need 189 power cells, but that's way too much for my pay grade. You know what that means, right? We're gonna have to stack, aren't we? That's crazy. That's actually crazy to me. Oh, my dogs are happy. Looks like someone came home. That's... I have limited time though, because I have to go to work. You don't need to make too many. Next year you have oil. That's what I'm thinking, like, I'm probably gonna make, like... I'm probably gonna make a metric shit ton of improvements. If that's the case, maybe I'm gonna downgrade to my 3.6 gigawatt intended plan. I think that's a good idea. Oh wow, that's... Look at that clock. By the way, just as a clock, 618 out of 1,000 of those. That... It takes... We get one of those every, like, 12 seconds. Brother. I'm still kind of wanting to do that huge power plant. I think that'd be... Although I've heard about fuel generators. I'm still kind of tempted. Sorry, trees. This is for the kittens and puppies. Each one of these individual little plants. Sorry, my friend. Well, shit, I can't get rid of this, can I? Damn you, nature, you win. Maybe. Or my OCD will just force me to shift it over a bit. Hello, viewer. Can't these... these can be removed with explosions, right? What are these things? Cool. Then we will be back for you. I have 4 of them, but I can't use them. Must have to have some sort of MAM unlock. Damn it. Yes, I have problems. Again, can I unlock fuel and not build as much? I could, but I'm really tempted to build the whole thing. I have the resources to do it, honestly. Besides, like, maybe a bit of the belt, again, I do have the resources. You know what? Here's the thing. If I build my plant, I'm getting coal nodes from right here. Let's say I said, F this, I'm going to a different fuel source. I have these conveyor belts going here, and I can simply reroute going to my home. Perfect. Good thinking. My infrastructure would already be there. And you know what? I could use, if I didn't want to use the coal for burning for electricity, I could easily use it for steel, which I bet is going to become an integral part of this game. I'm starting to realize maybe I can actually build the what's your conveyor? Mark III. Oh, that's such a weird thing. Ow, my phone just dropped on the ground. What would it look like if I did it right here? Do you think about how much time the resources need to feed? Yes. Yes, I do. So, I have 200... I could slightly overclock on mine. Okay. Actually, start from the base. Pure nodes produce 120 resources per minute on a Mark 1 and 240 for a Mark 2. Now, I could slightly overclock this in order to get 270. 270 divided by 15 is roughly 18, which means 18 coal generators can be powered from one pure node, overclocked slightly to 270 coal a minute. So yeah, I'm very conscious. I'm gonna go back and go get some plates. So, like, I'm actually pretty smart at calculating efficiencies, but my factory currently is backed up because the storage for the outputs have now been blocked. I bet you I can build some pretty good stuff. Like, if I learn, I can make some pretty good looking stuff. Not trying to toot my own horn, but just saying, like, I think, from my creative mind, I can put down some pretty cool looking structures. Again, these crates right here are not built that well. That's because they're not gonna... Like, they're not built like... Because, I'm gonna get rid of them one day. I want to test something before you go. Well, you know what's weird? I think I can make this look somewhat less janky by putting, like... Oh, Christ. Oh, man. And I could build half. I could build those at the half mark. Oh, that's so high. I have to think about this real quick, guys. Hold on. Wait a second. What if I just... Wait for it. So, I doubt it will work, but what if we just flip it? And flip it good. I think I just established that, oh man, that sucks. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, if it just, like, seems like I'm doing just nothing. I'm trying to make a good design. Maybe I should do, like, a V design, if you guys get where I'm going. Oh, great. Oh, great. There we go. So I think I, built it like this. Like, it was this... It was a line like this. Try placing the bottom of the opposite side a bit further towards me, I guess. The good thing is, I have enough time to think about it because I have to wait for my slow-ass process to build Phase 2. And give me a sec, I have to do some quick math. So I need 45 cubic meters of water, so that means 45. Each sub-row will consume a staggering 405 cubic meters of water every single minute. Each side needs about, I don't know, it needs about 3.375. So that means we're going to have 2 pipes. So 9 times 45 times 2 divided by 300. So I have an idea. We could do a triple pipe. Oh, I'm starting to think about this, and it looks so... that's not good. Give me a second. Damn it. I'm stuck down here now. Never mind. We got it back up. I might have to make the platform a bit bigger, you know. We're getting a whopping 3 pipes. I might, when I'm thinking about a manifold, I might go in from the top and spread to the, I might go into like the middle and spread out. You know what I mean? That way they get supplied faster, because the problem with feeding one side to the end is that it takes so long for it to get to the end. Meanwhile, it goes to the middle and it then distributes. A center, I call this, I know it may not be the official terminology, but I like to call this the manifold. The reason I say the word meso is a term that means middle. Yep. And you've seen him. There's this old guy that plays this game, and he's very smart. He probably has like a degree in engineering. I consider myself to be a pretty novice to moderate level engineer type mentality. I understand how to engineer, but I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people better than me. Oh, Nowie. I got 13 minutes to think about what I want to do, because I have to get to work. I might just end up having to place it in the middle, but I'm so kind of tilted, for lack of a better word. Oh, I love my doggos. I will figure this out, though. It's only a matter of time. Now, the average person might be like, oh yeah, you did it, good job, now you place in the middle of that, but the problem is... Wait a second. Hold up. Where's this aligned at? That is aligned, like, I'd say... That's, like, right above. Oh, yeah, that's a great thing, because while I'm at work, I'm actually thinking about this. Thinking about this game. Okay, so this one is perfectly level. I could always go like this. Like, I know I could make this, like, the ugliest looking thing. But I could go, like, right here. I could go... I could go right here. And I could also put a pipe right there. And I could chain a pipe from here. Let's see, I could do... I need sheets, of course. But the question of the day... Alright, I have an idea. So I'm going to deconstruct this. Put you right there. You are the closest I can get this bad boy to go. Does this equate? I bet if it doesn't, I can easily find a cheesy way to make it, like, look equal. I can use this middle platform to distribute all the water and shit. The water's gonna have to raise up. So I'm very well, and if you ask me, yes. I'm very aware that this is gonna consume a bit of electricity to pump the water. But, of course, we're gonna generate more. I think no matter what, we're gonna make a power plant that's way better than the one we got. I came up with this power plant at work, so I can come up with a way to fix it at work. Okay, so how's this going, right? So the bar is just a fart up, like, right there. That is it. So what happens if we take a half platform? I think we found it. So how much is this? So this is... Okay, so from this platform went left core. Are you running on biofuel now, or do you have an article plant? Oh, we have a 975 megawatt coal facility. I jumped off of biofuel like 30 gaming hours, or like 40 gaming hours ago, I'd say. So left of this, middle, and right. Okay, so left, middle, right. We're starting to crack this. I got less than 10 minutes. So it's about to hit. It's a fart between that little square. Yup, that's exactly where it is. I think that's different. Oh. You know, okay, wait, this is not all hopes and dreams are gone. I can do this. Actually, let's flip it around so that way I can actually tell, hey, like, this is the center. Okay, this is perfectly aligned, so all I gotta do, it's gonna be very weird cheese. Now I just gotta do this. Do that. And I just gotta do here. And go up here, and I have to build this on the middle. Destroy this, get rid of it. Destroy these, get rid of it. Take this one, and go, this, and turn it into a vertical. Go down 2, and then delete there. See, that's exactly what I mean. It's actually probably a bit off. Was my by the way, go back in this. I'm not gonna make you go back in the stream. Was this pipe automatically aligned? I don't know, but as long as the conveyor belt is aligned. I'll take that. And we're gonna take... We got it. I repeat, we got it. I can probably build about... I could build 2 units. I'm gonna probably remove some of these in order to actually get all this foliage that I've went over. I'm glad I actually found a way how I'm gonna build this. It's weird, but I actually kind of like it. Oh yeah, that's clean. And we're gonna use this. I'm gonna mark this. Let's do something just like a wedge. We're gonna take this wedge, and this marks the middle. So this is gonna be the aisle of which it gets all the resources in. How much am I hanging off? A tad bit. I can make this bigger though. I'm gonna make it a fart bigger. I'm gonna do that. Get a look at that. It landed on a bean. Sorry. Yeah, it's about time for me. Some people remind me, but what they don't know is I actually stare at my clock. I'm like very time oriented. Okay, so we're gonna have to quit. And I'm gonna have to rebuild this. One, two, three, four. May have to make it a 10 by. But yeah, we're gonna quit because we actually have to go. I'm gonna go work, but this is okay because I can simply think about what I'm gonna do next. Peace out. You can catch me tonight probably about, if I can get out of my work quickly, I think I'll be back probably about like, excuse me, 9:30 Central. You too. Thank you. Have a nice one.